Hello, everybody, and thank you, Antonio. Yeah, I'll see. I plan on doing about maybe one or two runs here. We'll see how far we get, and we'll shift gears because it's no fun like watching somebody hit themselves against the wall multiple times. But yeah, we're gonna start off in Blast Master. So I beat this with save states today. I will not be making save states. If I get to a boss later I'm stuck at, well, so be it. And just as we go in, I'll turn on the volume on the monitor a bit. Just notice it's a bit loud, but let's dive in. The classic intro that I found out was totally redone for North America. The Japanese version has a different name, and it's about going to space. They decided they had to rebrand it to make it more personable. So a boy going after his frog was better. Okay, there it's a bit quieter now. The rocket launches. I was seeing a lot of people on Blue Sky be excited about that. Maybe it's just some positive news. And I guess maybe Elon Musk wasn't involved, or maybe he was, but it was more of a NASA thing. Although ultimately the rocket launch, you read some things where it might be about the race for minerals on the moon, like against China. It's interesting how there's the Arctic and the moon for that. No, it'd be the furthest people have ever gone into space, going around the moon. Interesting. I've only seen photos. I have to watch myself. All right, that's spoiler talk. Let's dive in. Let's save our frog. Okay, so in this game, yeah, you don't seem to get lives as you go along. And also, I guess going through it, there's like a few continues, but not many. Thought it was getting moon. Hey, that could be it. They didn't say what sort of mineral it was. Moon cheese might be a mineral. Now, I had this game as a kid. Because it's one of those types of games I could just buy for like $7 used. But when I did, I never got very far. It was kind of tough. The main thing that was tough is that there's no save states on the original one. You can't save. And there's a lot of slowdown when there's a lot of sprites on screen. That, and it kind of looks the same, like Metroid. So it gets to a point where you kind of get lost and not sure where you are. But that's as a kid. Now I found out the levels aren't that big. And there's maps everywhere. Hello, Oscar. Oh yeah, excellent. I hope you enjoy the movie with your family. I will be watching it in about probably 10 days, 10 to 14 days. No, I hope you enjoy it. I just saw Hoppers, the Pixar movie, and I really enjoyed that one. Okay, so here's our ship. There's different upgrade slots. There's different weapons we can earn. Now, I wanted to play this game because I thought there's kind of a neat inspiration for making a game later. But I might get into that in a video about how I was kind of wrong and what people liked and the best part of this game. Which is kind of going into the difference of beating a game versus just hearing about it and playing a little about it. See how that spins up. Okay, there was a slowdown, so sometimes that's just really difficult to deal with. like if I had the choice later, I might just emulate it and see how much more enjoyable the game is. It's like original Star Fox isn't that good, but I love X Zodiac. That's a spiritual successor. Whoop. Okay, here's a ladder. How do we get down? Here's a big reveal. Boop. We can pop out. We can pop out of our. I think they call it the. What do they call it? Sophia the Third is what people in North America had called the vehicle, but that is apparently actually the planet in the Japanese version that they go to. Oh shoot. This might have been a mistake. Oh no. That's pretty intimidating. Yeah, so this is, in my memory, I like this on foot section of Blaster Master the most. And something I found out while playing it, like, it kind of looks like you can strafe just holding the D-pad. But actually, you hold down the grenade button and you get a perfect strafe easily. That's something I didn't know. Grenades, though, I find them a bit picky using them, but you get infinite amount of them. Well, the gun here, it has a gun meter, and we'll see it actually gets better over time. I played it. Oh, they had this on 3DS? I don't remember that. I would say this was the first Sunsoft game I actually knew about. And later I found out there's been more and more good Sunsoft games. Unfortunately, yeah, they're kind of back today. And somehow they get support from Nintendo too. Okay, so now my gun, you see it's got a gun meter of 2, I can shoot across the screen. Alright, Oscar says, Pokemon Home update available now with lots of restrictions. Transferring some Pokemon, including changing the language. Yeah, I think there was a PSA on GameXplain I had to do a thumbnail update for just before the stream, but mostly I was cleaning. Doing exciting morning chores. Whoa, he's back! Ah! That is not good for our run. That is how... No! Oh man. Like, it can go sideways in a hurry. Without... It's almost like golf. You have to mentally concentrate, keep your focus, otherwise it'll just be over immediately. It's probably a good way to describe most NES games. Now, soon I'm going to have my Game Boy again, and at that point I think I'll try Pokemon Gen 2. Because I'm sure I own the first 4 generations, but at the time I thought this is the same as the first one, why would I play it again? Right, those spikes, you can walk over them, but you receive damage. Let's see. Well, yeah, I can see. So sometimes there's a ton of spikes and a health, and I'm like, what's the point? Oh, the Mario and Luma amiibo is bigger and it's high quality. Well, that's good to hear. Did it cost more or was it the same price? This is kind of like just farming for items in this sort of dungeon. Don't need that just yet. That'll refill all our health. I was playing a bit of Castlevania recently, and those are definitely easier than Medusa heads, despite their speed. See, weird thing with grenades, grenades do not affect ground. $10, well, that's not a huge difference. It's Nintendo variable pricing. It's interesting to hear. It's funny you can slide. It's pretty neat with the hands there. I don't remember ever having to do that. Yeah, so there's 3 ways getting around. There's in the vehicle, outside the vehicle briefly, where you're super weak, and you also take fall damage. Like if I fell from that top one to the ground, I'd die, and the dungeons. That's pretty neat. Yeah, that looks super cool. Oh, this is a creepy door. I don't think we can destroy it yet. So at some point, if I do beat this game on a regular run, I'll probably do a review on it, or at least if I try. If I get close. Blaster Master Zero, I found out, is a remaster of this game, basically. And I do own that one too, so I might play it at some point. And just see what's different. See if there's something that I can do with the moving around dungeon structure of this game for my own game project. I will say the health is definitely more scary without save states. You got his little memento for the galaxy movie. Yeah, that is huge, and it does look quite good. I've ordered the new Carpoon Boss t-shirt. That will be my memento for when I finish the Carpoon Boss. I better be done by the time the shirt arrives. You didn't? I saw Dawn got the popcorn bucket. That's a neat tie-in, I'll admit. No, I want that health. Maybe I can swim and get it. I think I got that. Whoop. See, right now for Nintendo, the thing I'm excited the most about is the potential of the Ocarina of Time remaster. We'll see if that happens. It probably will, considering it's just when it does, who knows? Like the Donkey Kong Bonanza. It was just a Donkey Kong game. That was rumored for a very, very long time before it actually came out. But being a remaster, it is possible for this year. You can't get him on the side of the wall. Thinking of what Anima said, how it might be based on Hyrule Warriors, I wonder if that's with the different characters, the champions, and I wonder if maybe you'd play as the sages. If they'd somehow reuse some of the code for that. I'm guessing they probably couldn't reuse any of the code, but playable sages would be neat. Mostly I just want playable Sheik. Interesting in this game, the gun meter goes down when you get hit. It doesn't deplete from use. So it means like when you go to bosses and stuff, you get weaker and weaker as the fight goes on while they get tougher. But turns out grenades are kind of the way to go a lot of times, and those stay the same always. Kind of makes it like the spreader and contra. See that thing, like why would we go there? Okay, we can sneak it. The spreader and contra, it's always just like hold on to it for dear life. It's a bit like that with gun upgrades in this game at times. Oh, I hate those guys. Oh, is this it? Nope, not a boss. Kind of a creepy... Oh no, I can't get there. Creepy enemy. It's like a Terminator falling apart. Missing that health upgrade is gonna cost me a bit. That health would never be worth getting. Oh, interesting. First Rotten Tomatoes review. I forgot that's a thing you can do. It's like leaving a review on Steam games. No, you're gonna pass the positivity around. Ultimately, Nintendo probably will get $1 billion from it. But, let's see. Overly and harshly criticized, and I'm already planning to rewatch it. Look, it's fun, sounds look great. Looks and sounds great, and it's really well animated. Well, yeah, Illumination is one of the top companies in the world at animation. Oh, here we go, boss. Watch this, watch this. You can realize you're not ready for a fight and just leave. No, that's great to hear. I mean, the first one, I'll admit, at the time, it didn't seem super deep. And watching Andre's videos on it convinced me it did a few things interesting with storytelling. So, it's not deep, but does a great job. I mean, so many movies, and it's entertaining. So many movies that are based off the property aren't entertaining or are terrible, so... I'm all for it and enjoying all the different Easter eggs. I mean, it gives us a better chance at Star Fox again. Wow, that was easy. I think from defeating bosses later. And we have a gun upgrade now. So, and coming from like the original Mario movie and stuff, maybe I shouldn't complain too much. Alright, we have something called Hyper now. I'm not actually sure what that does, but it should let us destroy that door. I don't have to go down that ladder. That ladder is just a hint that we have to go up there. if I get a CRT again, or access to one, I will do a punch-out stream to kind of beat that from beginning to end. Because when I was beating Mike Tyson, that was just using the code to get to the end. It's different with the pressure, I realized, to go from the beginning to the end, or like the proper way. Whoop. I feel like there's a little bit more I could do. Whoa! That was lucky. Nope, that's about it. Okay. I should have just gone over. I do like how the wheels hop down a bit, and you can do that with the smooth transition. That's nice. I guess they're all separate sprites. Like, probably they're tied together though. It's not many frames. Oh. Pretty sure. Maybe I didn't go to this one yet. It would only give me an upgrade, but it could be worth it later. No. This is where, if you have the time just to draw a map, it does make it easier to know exactly where you've gone. Everywhere kind of looks similar. Usually in levels there'll be a place to upgrade your weapon before a boss, but then you have to hold on to it. Great, we got missiles. Those are pretty handy in the world. There's just like a heat-sinking missile for different enemies. Yeah, I was surprised to find out with Blaster Master that it has multiple... It had many more attempts at making one, or sometimes they would rebrand other games to be it, before Inti Crates made Blaster Master 0. Like, there's the Game Boy one and NSO, that was based on the game. There was a Genesis one for Blast Master 2. It did sound like they had problems though, so it's like, do I want to play those and try to learn from it, or just play Blast Master 0 that did the best job? I think that's all the gun upgrades I'll be finding here. So this game, I was wondering if I liked it just because it has a bit of that Star Tropics feel to it. Kind of like a bigger character in a top-down Zelda view. So probably in my memory, that's what I was nostalgic for. The slowest hops. Oh, nice. Let's see. Yeah, got pretty much all the weapons now. Just down and beat those. There we go. Whoa. I wonder. So this is lightning. I don't think I tried this in water. Okay, it does not hurt me in water. You think it would? I feel like I've... Oh, okay. That door was on land. I have to work my way back up and to the left. Trying to remember the mental map of this place. No, we have to go up even higher. Whoa. I know I can't even use H yet, but I feel compelled to pick it up. Alright, new location. Oh, you got a poster after the screening. That's a neat giveaway. Oh no. Try to play it a bit safer with missiles. Okay. I'm glad loading's quick. This area looks a little bit more like Castlevania than what I would expect in Blaster Master. Horror game based on an alien planet. It's like, a castle on an alien planet. Sure, why not? I'll say during the marathon I did, a few people are dressed as Mario and Luigi. At least wearing the hat. It's like the acceptable cosplay to do during a marathon where the organizers aren't worried about you overheating and dying. I used to see people in suits more often. I think people with hotter weather got smarter and stopped doing that. Yeah, well, that's good. Mario's colors. At that point, you just need the hat. Whoa. The inside of your jacket has flames. Yeah, very, very. Although that's almost like more like what Jack Black would wear, but it is better for Mario. Yeah, I don't fire Mario. I must get another gun upgrade later, because I remember being able to destroy those blocks. Whoa! Yeah, they did have the I Want to Be a Hero music in the original, which I remember most from the movie Short Circuit, not from Shrek 2. Ooh. Oh no, it's gone. Oh, that one stayed. That's true. Mario could actually potentially be your cousin. Now I'm thinking of like a Godfather type voice. I think this room might be the really big one. There's a few weird loops in some of the levels. Oh, it's a castle. Alright, we're just gonna try to get a good gun upgrade in here. Not get hit. Okay, so that slow down. No. Alright, this is one I wish I could hold on to. We'll see. So now the gun kind of shoots out and curves around in a circle. There's one more. Oh, jeez. This. Oh! These guys are super strong all of a sudden. Get out of here. The worst case scenario is kind of falling in spikes don't kill you immediately, or like lava and getting hit by an enemy at the same time. That usually is what causes like a quick death. These guys are so creepy. He's still around. Yeah. I thought I didn't destroy that and just kind of phased back into existence. You do not want to fall from there. That would be death. Oh, 2 for the price of 1. Great. I don't know if it's memory or whatever, but while a missile was going around, I couldn't switch to electricity. All right. Probably boss back in a second, getting some water. So I think as a kid, normally I would beat this boss and that'd be about it. Yeah, and about 40 minutes in, kind of see why I would stop shortly after that. Oh, he has the day off tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, normally it's Good Friday. That's a day off. It's not usually Easter. I think this weekend, though, hopefully I'll have energy to catch up on some things. Oh, I lost the best gun. Yeah, that's too bad. Oh, but have a good Easter weekend over there. Yeah, they're in the rewatch. Yeah, it'd be a nice way to spend the weekend. I think here I'll hopefully go biking. And not be tired. After I had one long day earlier in the week, it's hard to recover, I find sometimes. I lost all my gun upgrades. Darn it. Phew. That's a small upgrade. Okay, not ideal going to the boss, but I don't think he's the toughest boss. We'll see. Whoa! No, that's a boss. I'll go. I'll face my fears. I love the boss intros in this. Oh no, he is kind of tough. I have flashbacks of the second boss later on. I think the main thing is to use grenades. Yeah, his arm... I think I'll just try to hit as much as possible from a distance. Some of the bosses, it does get easier just to be on the sides with grenades, but this guy with his arms, I'm like, no, if I'm hitting him, I'll just wait. A few of them, though, I was trying this, and it takes forever to get anywhere on them. Yeah, so grenades can be necessary. I figure if it's been 20 years, it's okay to, like, look up a guide and get hints. Just seeing how other people do it sometimes for different strategies. Like, I wouldn't have guessed some of them going to the sides and using grenades. I find each boss, they kind of ramp up a little bit halfway through. Great! That one, that's a lot easier than some later bosses. And don't want to miss this. Another piece. So we now have something called Crusher and Hyper. I have no idea what Crusher does. Yeah, blasted. Thank you. In my gut feeling, I feel like I could probably get to level 5 or 6. Like without too much practice. World 6 or level 6 is an ice world. feel like it gets trickier there, like Mario 3. Alright, now I have to find the entrance to Area 3. Which I hope isn't too bad to find. Didn't come across it. Tank needs googly eyes, yeah. If I made a Blaster Master, that'd be the one difference. No, if I made it, I would have more jumping. I'd have jumping in the dungeon mode. Oh, I know. With Blaster now, we can get through. It's like we have Blaster Master just from having the Blaster. Is the next upgrade Master? No, we can get through those blocks that I thought I could break before. Because when I was playing in my save state playthrough, I had the upgrade. Yeah, we can get through these now. So I find this game is pretty nice in leading to the next area you have to go to. Just have to make sure this isn't like right back to Area 1. It might be. Oh, there's too many. I think I went up earlier. Yeah, we'll go to the left of that area and see. I hate those guys going right under. They kind of only take off half damage though, it just sounds worse from the hurt sound effect. Okay, let's see if this is back to Area 1. I think it is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I ran out of... Went through there. We need to find another one where there's a new door. Oh, okay, maybe. I think that's just a. That's just a little shortcut. Where? sad because I know the entrance is probably by where we got out of to Area 3. Oh, this kind of looks different. Okay, maybe here. Yes! Alright, I'm gonna pause for a second and I'm just gonna cough drop. My voice is dying today. Back waiting for some hot water, and so this will be Area 3. So Pokemon Champions, that's on mobile and on Switch 2 or Switch 1. Is that right? Switch first, then mobile. Yeah, if anything for me, I'll be playing Pokopia and Tomodachi Life. I got the demo download of Tomodachi Life to play maybe this weekend. Oh no! That's interesting. First Switch, then mobile. Wouldn't have expected that. Oh no! I think I can get that guy. I'll say great music in this level. Kind of a great sense of adventure. All right, well here clearly we'll have to go back later. I'm not gonna try to go through there. That's instant death. Whoa. Yeah, so even though there's a Mario movie, there's still a lot of other game releases this month. Back in a second. Get my water now. I'll try the demo for Tomodachi Life. I feel like I might not play it enough to justify the cost. Pragmata is probably like a type of Capcom game I would like enjoy, but I'll see. It screams Capcom 5 GameCube energy, or like that era of 360 games. Oh, you stopped playing Pokemon Pocket, too many micro transactions, a monthly subscription. Yeah, Pokemon definitely is designed to make a lot of money. With some of its services. Yeah. But hey, if you play it a lot, it's probably worth it. If you stop playing though, that's where the problem is. This is a bad spot to wait around. I don't think getting health here helps me out in the ship, unfortunately. Yeah, Oscar, there was the Nate the Hate one. But some of those rumors were around a while, so he probably just had more people he could contact to back them up. Like VGC covered it. And they're like, oh, it's what we heard from our sources too, but probably Nate the Hate talked to them as well to kind of help verify things. Yeah, the thing about predictions is that there's hundreds, if not thousands, of people sometimes working on these games. So somebody always knows, and if it's like a game tester, eventually they might let slip to one of their friends, and then kind of start hearing it through the grapevine. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning that earlier. That would be one I'm probably most excited for. But we'll see what they do. Like, you can ruin a remake. Like, Majora's Mask on 3DS wasn't as good. Diddy Kong Racing on DS wasn't as good. I mean, it all depends. Probably it'll be fine, but there'll probably be some sort of hybrid between Ocarina of Time with dungeons and a Breath of the Wild overworld style. I think you would have to do it at this point, and you'd have to probably add. I don't know if you'd add like forest around the edges of Hyrule Field and just more enemies. You'd have to leave open parts though to do horseback riding. Well, that's the thing, like, Breath of the Wild already did a huge Death Mountain you can scale up. Death of the Mountain would be different in Ocarina of Time. You kind of need that valley to get to Zora's domain. You'd have to make that basically that you have to go to the river to get there. I don't know, probably they could add different hazards, but it was neat, you know, all the different connections Ocarina of Time had. If you add more connections, I don't know, you can add more connections, but just have it so it requires so much stamina or whatnot that it's extremely hard to do early on. You can become Elder Link and Baby Link. No, see, I feel like you need a... When Link goes and picks up the sword, at that point, instead of immediately becoming an adult, it'd be cool if you become Sheik to play some of the years in between. Or if at some point later on you get to play Sheik and see what happened during that time. Oh yeah, well they put a lot of work into it. Well, they get paid a lot. I wonder how much time they have to plan some of this stuff. Like, some of it they'll know. But they put a lot of work into it, so they want to surprise fans. Just, of course, they'll be a bit angry. Or furious, as he said. I mean, if you put a lot of work into something and someone just spoils it for their own monetary gain, of course. Like, I don't think Nate the Hate does anything other than talk about predictions. Or, like, leak future games. So yeah, on the note of predictions, it's like somebody always knows what's coming up next. And it's just a matter of not if you're privy to that information. I think it's always exciting to know about future games because it could be anything. But then, like, we don't necessarily play them, so... I think actually playing the games is where the value is. Well, yeah, all those are the upcoming ones, so we'll see how many of them are saved for like a June Direct, or if they are brought in earlier, but maybe maybe there's enough before June, like with Yoshi and the Mysterious Book and stuff, that'll be fine. It's funny with the June Direct, like right now, Xbox already announced what day they're going to be doing stuff. I think IGN announced their FanFest thing. So you can kind of just basically probably look where Summer Games Fest is. Oh no, I only... That's cruel, I want that! Oh, come on. Oh, no! I'm afraid. I cannot take another hit. Let me check. Let's see. Next Steam Next Fest. So next Steam Next Fest is June 15th to June 22nd. So we'll probably get a direct announcement on June 23rd saying it'll be on the 24th. And let's see. So let's see Summer Games Fest. Summer Games Fest is June 5th. June 5th. And let's see, so State of Play is June 5th. And Xbox is June 9th. Yeah, so June 7th is the actual presentation. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe they usually don't do it when Steam does stuff though. So yeah, probably the 24th is a safe bet. But I think they've done it in July before, so we'll see. Well, sometimes there's a big gap in between them. And Nintendo likes to spread out. I guess they could do it during Next Fest, but normally they wait till after. So it would give them a huge gap between Xbox and PlayStation Summer Games Fest. Like if they had to, I'm sure they could do July even. I'd have to look up and see when they've done it in the past. But yeah, probably June 24th. What anniversary is it for Sonic? Would it be... Is it like 35? Even though he's a lot newer than Mario, he's only like 5 years younger. Then too, to factor in, you have to take a look at, oh, was I here already? I might have been here. Might be going in circles. Factor in any Nintendo releases around that time, and when their review embargo is. Yeah, I was here. Pretty good animation. Moving his arms around. Gun doesn't move though. Oh god. That quick it can end. I was on pretty low health for a while. Whoa. Uh, Worth it for the health. Oh, come on. I think there's a trick where you can pause and it'll recenter. Yeah. Camera doesn't catch up. It's not quite as good as Mario's camera. Or multiple types of cameras. Oh no! I feel like the other area is a lot more generous with health. I'm getting hover when I don't have hover yet. This is new. Or kind of be going back down. What's funny is I think both the red guys and the gray ones can shoot. It just sometimes they do or they don't. I thought that was going to be the boss. Oh, get out of here! Those guns, the laser they shoot, so that beam, it doesn't just go straight down, it does home in on your position. Alright, pretty good gun upgrade. Alright, now this gun I'll try to hold on to for dear life. This is the best gun upgrade. Ah, already lost a bit. Yeah, all of a sudden these guys are shooting. Oh no. Okay, so this is the gun upgrade dungeon. Now we have to make our way to where the boss is. Say with Nintendo right now, it is impressive how they keep up their momentum of releases. It's something PlayStation and Xbox haven't been able to do. I hope we get a couple more smaller experiment games, like Dragix Drive. No, no, they're still there. That's cheap. I'm trapped. Ooh. I feel like the boss is around the corner here. Probably more to the right, not this one. But who knows? I've only done this area once. Could be wrong. Oh, God. You can't always rely on the guns in this game. I started feeling overconfident for a second there. I think this boss will put me in my place. I could have used that. This is it's like, let's just be as cautious as possible leading up to the boss. I went to download the Mina the Hollower demo on Switch, and I forgot that it doesn't exist anymore. Probably they've done a few changes. They want to keep the best version out there. Yeah, I'm worried about health, but really the health is different between the vehicle and the player. It shouldn't matter. Appreciate that guy makes a noise before you're attacking at least. Alright, I sense this is... Oh. No, I took damage there. Darn it! One careless error. Yeah, you have to be careful where you hop out of the vehicle. Yeah, the spikes make interesting level design because you can't really walk over them, enemies can't really walk over them, but the bullets can go over them. So you can't like hide behind spikes. There's a part later in this game where there's water, and if you're not careful, you go in there and you instantly die. As in dungeons. So even though water is okay in the game, in the dungeons, it is not. Probably like a toxic water or something. I sense this is it. Nope. One more. This boss is toying with my senses, yeah. That'd be something. A boss that just changes the run back every time. Kind of like how a Doom ship moves around. I need that. Quite possibly this one is it. because it's toying with my senses because I toyed with the bosses earlier for going in and out of the boss room. This is where that pressure happens. I think it's not just game over if I die. Oh, this one's unique. Whoa. Oh, shoot. Oh, you can remember what they all do. If you were good enough. One boss I fought so many times. One boss I fought so many times that I can remember what happened. If you... It'd be fun if you pulled into the boss room if you waited long enough in front of the door, yeah. So I think you get 3 continues like most games. Unfortunately, I gotta make my way back there now. And I have no weapons. So being on that last life, unfortunately, means there's a very long run back. Oh shoot, no. Having the missiles definitely helps. This is where if I just had a map, maybe it would have been handy. It's like, what is the fastest way to get back to the boss? I feel this is not the way. Ah, he's going up, maybe. The swivel effect is pretty good. There's a frame in there. Try to get a couple gun upgrades in here, make things easier. They're sneaky, that guy can move upwards. Okay, we'll be doing a bit better through the world. Yeah, I knew you were there. Oh, I did. I forgot about that one though. I guess you can't do anything. What am I? I'm just wasting ammo there. There's got to be a guy down there. Yep. It's funny how they just pop into view. I think I can just keep proceeding to the end. Whoa! I think this is the right way. We'll see. Yep. Whoa. Okay, this one gave us a small upgrade. You thought if Mega Man could enter rooms like this? Yep. I guess Mega Man Legends is kind of the closest it was to that. But considering the challenge behind making Mina the Hollower into like a Castlevania but Zelda type game, it's probably easier said than done. Hey, Super Meat Boy went 3D recently. I have to watch John's review on that still. I've seen mixed feelings on that. I think it's not quite a... It's not like the Mario 64 of Meat Boy is what I read. And it's funny for that to come out so soon after Mutagenics, made by the other half. The former half of Team Meat, Edmund McMillan. So unlike the sort of mobile Meat Boy, that was like a one-button game. That was super hard. This one wasn't made by Tommy Refines. It was made by another indie studio that had done I forget what it was, but kind of like they had done a couple of indie platformers. One of them I saw was kind of like a devil-like guy, and I think he had a ball and chain. I forget the name. I believe it was Head Up Games, though. You've had enough trauma from Silksong to not dive into another punishing game. That's it. I think for me, my next cozy game might be Earthbound. not taking instant reflexes. Could do Undertale. I think it'd be Earthbound's a good choice. Because I've beaten Mother 3, but I've only ever played a bit Earthbound, like just borrowing it on Super Nintendo from Andre. Even though it's been on NSO a long time now. I beat X Zodiac, the 6 new levels in that, the Star Fox like last week. Most of them are good. There's an excellent train level with a Wild West theme. That was super cool. Some of the levels are short that were all range mode. I hope I'm not losing gun upgrades when I get hit here. I should check that at one point. I do find the individual buttons on the new Switch 2 Joy-Cons nicer, not to accidentally, you know, rock the wrong way on the D-pad. Being larger, a bit more comfortable too. Alright, not gonna lose health this time. Going the hopping out into that 2-tile down pit. I think the gun upgrades stayed based on what I had there from getting hit in the vehicle. Okay, here's where he got me last time. So I'm gonna stay there, and if I need him, I can come back. Oh, I just thought of a good phase for the Carpoon boss. I think I'll do one of those fake outs with like an invisible type duplicate. And when you hit him, he just explodes. I was thinking of Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 for no reason. Oh, you started Ruffy from the Riverside and a number of things put you up and playing. I'm assuming though you mean in-game things. Yeah, I kind of got that sense from Andre's discussion where they're trying to be positive about it. It's like a small developer, but I think some issues were fixed after the patch though. Did you play it with the patch? That is a mean... Like, I'll lose the gun if I get that gun. Yeah, you really want to like it. Oh, after the patch too. That's too bad. had such great energy. I think right now I'm going to try to finish my friend's game Dot Defense on Steam, because he's going to finish the campaign for that now. It's a bit like an auto battler, but looks a little like Advance Wars. Yeah, and Earthbound. Maybe that Punch-Out arm wrestling game. Oh, that was close. I didn't notice that guy. No! Oh, shoot! I didn't realize those were there. That could have made this boss way easier. Oh, I would have to leave the dungeon in order to get those. Yeah, it's not gonna give me more stuff. Too wordy, the main mechanic wasn't flexible enough to hook me at the beginning, the map wasn't well designed, the menu was confusing to navigate. Yeah, those are some good reasons. It only takes one thing sometimes to make a game difficult to play and enjoy. That is usually the hand-holding. That's one thing I was thinking about Ocarina of Time. Would they get rid of Navi? Or maybe have an option where you just don't have her? Shoots. Don't have that much time in the game, so I need to use that time wisely. Yeah, it's the same with me. Although, sometimes playing a bad game, or a game with flaws, helps, makes it more clear, like, whoa, what could this game have done well to be designed better? From a wanting to make games perspective. That's the one downside if I only play good games. But at the same time, do I have to play the full bad game? Maybe not. So if I play a game, like if you play a game for 15 minutes, sometimes you get a pretty good feel for what it does. Okay, I need more patience here. They're stuck. That could work out in my favor. Ah, shoot. Where do I start? But I have no gun. I should have walked backwards. That's painful. is sadly an easier boss too. Let's try to be more patient. When he fires one bullet at the very end, that's sneaky. Yeah. Okay, I want to go back and see if I can get a few gun upgrades here. Whoop. If only I got these the very first time. Okay. Oh, that's nice. They all don't come back. Those guys with the beams, they sometimes give an upgrade. we have to just backtrack to that one other room. And then we'll try to take on the boss again. Being the last life. Oh, can we not make it there? Ah, they don't let you backtrack because you get hover after this boss. Smart. Well, I guess we're gonna have to make do. I'm under the feeling that upgrades don't come back until you go to another indoor area. Think of these guys with their design, even they kind of look like a dog. It's like, yeah, they have ears and the black nose. Alright, in pretty good shape. I'm gonna get some coffee and I'll be back. And make sure I'm fully ready for this boss. Yes, coffee power up. All right. Okay, he's gonna be here, I think. Thank you, Antonio. I need it. Oh no, got what? Shoot. That's too bad. Like, I can't even see the bullets anymore. Well, that's too bad. That's kind of weird. There's a bug where I couldn't see the bullets. I think that is enough Blastmaster for now. I might come back later, but I'll have to try a full run from the beginning. That's too bad. Yeah, I haven't seen that before where the bullets stop disappearing, but ultimately that was me feeling the pressure on that one. I was in the best possible setup to go into that boss. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I think that'll be it for today. I got a bit of work to do, but thank you, Antonio, and thank you, Oscar, for being here. So I couldn't quite make it as far as I thought I could. I can practice that boss later. And no, I hope everyone has a great Easter weekend. Oscar, enjoy the Mario movie over there. Have a great week, and hopefully pretty soon I'll have the Carpoon boss update done. No, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Antonio. I'll have to try to get back farther another time, but hopefully stream like maybe Ocarina of Time next time or something like that. Or Mario Land 2. Bye, everybody. Good night.